Hey, I'm Jim Donica. I'm a bass player. I'd like to talk to you about the bass a little bit today, specifically being a doubler and what that means. It means that I play the electric bass, and I also play the upright bass. And in the history of the electric bass, a lot of the technique, all the technique early on, transferred from here to here. And that worked really well for a while, until the innovations of some amazing bass players like Jaco. So a lot, but I still feel that a lot of that technique is still very valuable today. What I'll call the traditional technique. To be specific, when it comes to the left hand, a good left hand position looks like this. And I'm on the E string. There's F, F sharp, G. And you'll see there's a nice space between first and second finger, right? And this is a unit. This is a hand position. And between second and fourth, right, it's the fourth finger that presses the G, and this is a support. That comes from the string bass because there's, the distance between notes is so wide. It didn't make sense to do this, because that is weak, especially when you're pulling on a string bass. So, but how this is valuable on electric bass is that we do a lot of playing 1 and 5. And we'll be doing that for a whole night of work. We'll be 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, right? Forever and ever. So this is a pretty relaxed position, especially when down at the low end of the instrument, where the distance between the frets are wide. And so an example of say a major scale played with a traditional technique would look like this. So, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. I number the fingers, so when I'm talking about them. All right. So 1, 4, open. 1, 4, open. 2, 4, 4, 2, open. 4, 1, open. 4, 1. Right. So the hand isn't really doing a lot of flexing and a lot of making a lot of movement. It's just sort of like a typewriter where the fingers are there and you use them when you need them. Should be relaxed. That's the advantage of this position. It's relaxed. You're not spreading yourself out like in a modern position, like this. And you'll see that there's one finger per fret. So for me, in this low position where the distance of the frets is pretty wide, it creates a lot of tension for me kind of in here and on the top of the hand. So I kind of shy away from that here. But when I go up the neck, here works really well. So how do you connect the two? All right, because I'm constantly going in and out between the old traditional approach and the modern. Here's an F major scale, 2 octaves now, and I just throw myself into the modern with a little shift. The first 2 notes here. I mean, I'm playing a 5-string bass. I could do it here and stay all in modern. But most people have a 4-string bass. So I'm going to say, you start here, shift, so they work very well together, integrated. So just a couple thoughts on technique and translating string-based technique into electric bass. Thanks.